Hello everyone, I am Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be discussing this lesson about the right triangle altitude theorem. Altitude is the straight line drawn from the right angle down to the hypotenuse of a right triangle. In other words, this is the height of the right triangle. In this episode, I will be discussing the 4 theorems that would help us in finding the side length of a right triangle. Let's start with the first theorem. I have here a right triangle. If we are going to draw the height, then it would be this straight line. Okay, this height is perpendicular to this segment. So it means there's a right angle form here and right angle form here. Okay, let's name this point, point D. When we draw this straight line or the height of this right triangle, we now have this right triangle and this right triangle. So in total, we have 3 right triangles. Okay, we have this original right triangle and these 2 smaller right triangles. These 3 right triangles have relationship. They are similar figures. Okay, let's prove that these are similar figures. We already know that the total angle measure of any triangle is 180 degrees. Considering this right triangle ABC, it's already indicated that this is a right angle, so meaning this is 90 degrees. We actually don't know the measure of angle B. We also don't know the measure of angle C. But we know that if we will add angle B and angle C, then that's going to be equal to 90 degrees. Let's say angle B is O and angle C is X. So it means this angle is angle X and this is angle O. So from these, we already prove that these right triangles are similar figures because we have here 2 corresponding angles that are equal in measures. So these right triangles are similar figures. Okay, now let's bring out these smaller right triangles inside the original right triangle. Okay, so we now have these 2 smaller right triangles. Okay, this right triangle is this one. We just rotated, so the right angle is here. So it means this is point D. Okay, what about this smallest right triangle? That is this right triangle. So we also rotated, so right angle is this angle. So it means this is point D. Okay, so considering the corresponding sides and angles, okay, we will name this right triangle DAC. So this is D, point A, and point C. What about here? So this is B, and this is A. So triangle DAC, and this is triangle DBA. Okay, now, let's prove that this original right triangle and this right triangle are similar figures. Okay, this 2. If you're going to take a look at this one, the common side for these 2 right triangles is this side, segment AC. So, segment AC, here is also segment AC. Okay, segment AC, the corresponding side in this right triangle is segment DC. So AC is to DC. Okay, what about this segment AC or this side AC? it corresponds to this side BC. So BC is to AC. Take note, these two right triangles are similar figures. So it means this is equal. Okay, to solve this one, we are going to multiply AC times AC, or outer numbers multiply together, and then these inner numbers multiply together. So AC times AC, then that's gonna be AC squared. So AC squared is equal to DC times segment BC. Okay, this is now our first theorem. So we have here segment AC squared is equal to segment CD multiplied by segment CB. So if we are going to go back to our original right triangle, okay, so to find this length or this length squared, so 2 times of this length, that would be equal to, okay, our height is here, this is point D. 2 times of this length is equal to CD, the length of CD, times the length of CB. So that is our first theorem. Okay, what about second theorem? Okay, this time, we are going to use the original right triangle and this smallest right triangle. So, if you're going to take a look at these two right triangles, okay, the common side would be BA. So, BA, and here's also segment BA. Okay, for segment BA, on this right triangle, the corresponding side in this right triangle is BD. So, BA is to BD. Okay, what about here? This side of this right triangle corresponds to this side of this right triangle. So, it's BC. So segment BC is to segment BA. And take note, these are similar figures, so equal. If we're going to simplify, BA times BA, that would be BA squared. And we have here BD times BC. So this is now our second theorem. So AB squared, segment AB squared, that would be equal to segment BD multiplied by segment BC. Okay, what does it mean by that one? If we are going to show here, so this is the height of this right triangle. So AB squared, 2 times of this length, that would be equal to BD, the length of BD, multiplied by the length of BC. Okay, what about for the third theorem? Okay, this time, we will be considering these right triangles inside our original right triangle. So we have here triangle DAC and triangle DBA. And if we are going to look at this one, so this DBA, so okay, this is DAC. DAC, this is DBA. If we're going to look at these two right triangles, okay, the common side would be DA. So, DA, and here is DA. This side corresponds to this side in this right triangle. So segment DA is to segment DB. What about this side? This side corresponds to this side, segment DC. So these are similar figures, so it means this is equal. Okay, DA times DA, that's going to be DA squared. So segment DA squared is equal to segment DB multiplied by segment DC. So that is our third theorem. And if we're going to show here, okay, let's draw the height. So this is point D. Okay, to find this measure DA or AD, 2 times of this is equal to multiply this length DB times this length DC. Okay, again, 2 times of this length is equal to DB or BD times the length of DC. So that is our third theorem. Okay, for the fourth theorem, I want you to take a look at this figure. If we are trying to find the area of a triangle, our formula is 1/2 times the base times the height of the triangle. Okay, in here, if our base, let's consider this side as our base. So if our base is AB, then our height is AC. So we have here 1/2 times, if our base is segment AB, then our height is segment CA. Okay, how about if our base is segment BC? So if our base is segment BC, then our height this time is segment AD. So it would be times AD. But again, these are similar figures, so we can just remove this 1/2. So it means we now have here segment AB times segment AC is equal to segment AD times BC. So in this figure, segment AB times this segment AC, that would be equal to segment AD times segment BC. Okay, again, segment AB times segment AC is equal to segment AD times this segment BC. So that would be our fourth theorem. Okay, this time, let's try to answer this simple activity to test whether you understand the previous lesson or not. So we are going to write the correct answers in this blank or in these boxes. So in the right triangle ABC, this is our right triangle ABC with A or angle A that's equal to 90 degrees. So this angle, let D be the altitude from A to BC. So this is our altitude or this is the height of this right triangle. So fill in the blanks. Okay, since segment AB squared. So where is segment AB squared? This segment. AB squared, so meaning 2 times of this one is equal to segment BD times segment BC. So what would be the value of x? So if we're going to solve for this one, so we now have here x squared, so that would be AB squared is equal to BD is 16 and BC, so this is segment BC, which is 16 plus 9, so that's going to be equal to 25. So 16 times 25 is equal to 400. So this is x squared is equal to 400. So it means x is equal to 20. So this is 20 centimeters. Okay, what about for number 2? Since segment AC squared is equal to blank times segment CB, what is the value of y? Okay, where is segment AC? So AC is this segment. So 2 of this length is equal to blank times CB. So CB is this length. So it means you have to multiply this by this length CD. And we can find the value of y. So we now have y squared. So this is segment CD. So segment CD. CD is 9 centimeters. Okay, times segment CB, which is 25 centimeters. 16 plus 9 or 9 plus 16, that's going to be 25. So 9 times 25 is equal to 225. So square. Y squared is equal to 225. So that means y is equal to, what's the square root of 225? Then that's going to be equal to 15. So y here is 15 centimeters. Okay, what about for the third question? Since AD squared is equal to segment BD times blank, what would be the value of Z? Okay, where is segment AD? Segment AD is this segment or the height of this right triangle. So 2 times of this length is equal to BD times, so this length times segment DC. So let's find the value of Z. So we have Z squared is equal to BD is 16 centimeters and DC is equal to 9 centimeters. So 16 times 9, so this is now 144. So Z squared is equal to 144. So that means Z is equal to 12 centimeters. So C is 12 centimeters. Okay, for the next episode, we will be answering more questions and problems that's related to this lesson.